Random ass horse just roaming around.
Oh, bro, I have 4 days of membership left. I'm gonna have to do that soon.
Bro, you better renew that shit.
It's freaking, like, money, man, you know?
Bro, I don't even play that game and I still have a membership on it.
I'm waiting for Jagex to just give me a free lifetime supply, dude.
Never happening.
Dude,
they're owned by a Chinese company, bro. They got to get their money.
Oh, that's true. When did that happen? Has that been a thing for a while?
For a while, man. Where have you been?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to politics.
Man, you're drunk.
I know. So are you, though.
Not yet.
Not yet, but hopefully by the end of this episode of The Grind.
Oh, shit. We started. Hi, guys.
Episode 14, I think. 14-y.
14-y?
Yeah.
That sounds like a really good martini.
What would be in a 14-y? Just four different alcohols, I bet.
4 different alcohols and just a regular martini mix.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
I could probably make one.
I bet you could. You were a freaking bartender, man.
I was.
He's at the bar with her. So, my friend, what are you doing, buddy?
Playing more ESO, man. Picking a lock right now, actually. And bam, got her.
Is it like the same amount of lock picking like is in like Skyrim or something? Or is it a totally different system?
I mean, you could. It depends on how you want to play.
Yeah, can you like just break the lock open with like a orc hammer?
No, you can't do that. I wish. That'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Sick.
I am just. Thank you for asking, by the way. I am just killing blue dragons for. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, and you know what? I always need prayers.
Imagine that.
So I figured I would murder poor defenseless dragons for their
Should
bones.
be playing Deadman mode. How else are you gonna make that money?
I should be. You're right, dude. I don't understand that. Like, apparently, Deadman mode is like a great way to make. But you couldn't trade it to me anyway because I'm an Iron Man, so I wouldn't be able to make any money on my actual account.
I mean, you make it on your main. Well, I say your main. Your hardcore is becoming your main, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I guess I could, but I'd have to also buy him membership, and I gotta buy membership on this account too.
You don't gotta buy him membership to get money from people.
You know how I gotta look up how many like what the bond prices are because I could just like farm it for bonds probably. I guess I could do that.
Bonds are. I don't think they're super expensive.
I think they're like 4 to 5 mil, maybe.
They're two something mil.
Whoa, really? They went down a lot then.
They're either 2 or they're 4. There's
it's somewhere in that region. Oh, this guy better leave. I was here first, dude. Get the frick out of here. That's right. So boys and girls, welcome to our lovely little RuneScape podcast, joined by me and my lovely co-host Necro Circus. Go ahead and plug whatever you want, dude.
Plug whatever I want.
Yeah, whatever. Even if it's inappropriate.
So check out my Pornhub. It's www.pornhub/necro, but really twitch.tv/necrocircus. That's necrocircus with a 0.
I'm just picturing you posting like all of your VODs to Pornhub. Nothing inappropriate, just like the straight VOD.
Yo, check out this sick, dirt, nasty. I don't even know how I'd title it. I could find a way.
Call of Duty streamer gets down and dirty in the butt region. I don't know what that has to do with gameplay, but I'm sure you could spin it somehow.
I'll spin it. I'll fucking spin it, man.
Dude.
Oh, God.
I was going to think you were going to say something about like an OnlyFans or something, because that's a lot more relevant.
I mean, yeah, I should have.
But that's
You're
okay.
Right. I fucked up.
It's okay. You know what?
I like the Pornhub angle. I'm too old for an OnlyFans, bro.
Well, let's just start over. We'll just start the whole podcast over.
But we've already started. I'm already drinking.
Welcome back to the... I don't know. I forgot I'm drunk. What are we talking about? RuneScape. Okay. So, what's new in the land of RuneScape, Necro Circus? With a 0.
Thank you for adding that.
Sorry, man. You're going to have to take the lead on this one, I think.
I think you're out of luck on that. So Darkmeyer, guys, holy shit!
Finally. The worst area.
That's the best area. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally, our good lords Jagex,
Jagex,
have decided to grace us with Darkmeyer. For those of you who don't know, I'll go ahead and read a little tidbit here.
Please.
A darkness has fallen over Mortania. The Myrek freedom fighters have achieved their first major victory over the vampires.
That was the Taste of Hope quest.
With the death of Rannis Drakon. However, their newly found hope is unlikely to last. After many years of absence, Lord Lower...
Take your time.
Draken? Whatever.
Drakon!
Drakon!
Shaka Khan!
The vampire overlord of Mortania has finally emerged from his castle. He has but one goal: to dance. To avenge his brother and eradicate the Myrek once and for all. So there's gonna be a whole new quest.
Sins of the Father.
Sins of the Father. It's the 5th installment of this whole storyline. Your quest requirements obviously are a Taste of Hope and Vampire Slayer. Skill requirements are going to be 62 woodcutting, 60 fletching, 56 crafting, 52 agility, 50 attack, 50 slayer, and 49 magic. Do you have all those?
Pretty cinchy. I do have all those, actually. Well, except for the Taste of Hope. I have to do the Taste of Hope quest, but that's it.
That's all right. You can get that. Quest rewards are going to be 2 quest points, access to Darkmeyer, improved Evandis Flail. If you don't know what that is, it's the stupid, like, floppy...
It's like a lamppost.
It's the floppy penis thing looking thing. It's bad. New Drakon medallion teleports and a Tome of Experience. 3 of them.
Trace.
15,000 XP.
That's a whole lot of Herblore XP.
A whole fuck ton. Darkmeyer and the Hollowed Sepulchre. We'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit because I know you couldn't say the word sepulchre right.
Thanks for calling me out. Oh, I just got freaking roasted by that dragon. Oh my gosh.
You can't even fight dragons right, so...
Sorry. I'm gonna die, dude. I should probably not be doing this.
You probably shouldn't. Let's see. Darkmeyer and the Hallowed Sepulchre. Capital of Vampires and home of Castle Drakon.
Drakon!
Darkmeyer has stood for centuries as an imposing and impenetrable blight on Mortania. Within its dark stone walls, you will find a multitude of new shops, amenities, and skilling methods. Before the vampires came to Mauritania, this is a bunch of, like...
I wanna... let me cue in really quickly there. The new skilling method, I'm pretty sure they've been alluding towards the new, like, a way of training agility with that minigame where, like, you can color your graceful dark and the squirrel pet dark. I think it's supposed to be, like, something besides just an agility course, though, which is kind of exciting.
Thank God. Maybe agility won't be AIDS.
I think that's kind of what they were trying to go for here. Can you quit putting the freaking loot so close to that dragon? Okay, sorry.
No, we can't do that.
Continue.
Let's see. So, to protect the sepulchre from grave robbers, it was built with various traps and other defense mechanisms. Yeah. That hasn't stopped someone from trying to raid it. A group of unknown individuals are particularly interested in recovering any of Hallowell's old currency, hallowed marks. So, yeah, that is almost a guarantee that they're going to start doing a agility style of training.
I'm pretty sure that's what their main focus is, at least with this whole Mauritania area, or this Darkmeyer area, I guess, rather.
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe you, and I mean, agility's needed a rework for a while. Like, what's everyone's one skill that they hate to do? It's agility.
That's definitely one of them for sure. Even Jagex came out and said, they're like, we know everybody hates agility and training it, so hopefully this is kind of a revamped way of training. Apparently it's going to be like a roguelike dungeon, kind of like the course is almost like randomized every time. I don't know. It's going to be interesting for sure.
See, and that'll be good. That'll be good for the game. So yeah, it's basically to help them with this, they're willing to reward anyone who obtains some of these hallowed marks. So there's that. That's a good idea. Jagex, I approve. Thank you for making this game even better.
They can make good content.
They can make good content, guys. As long as their Chinese overlords allows it.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
What do you mean? That was such a big... Anyway, we'll talk about that. We're not going to get sidetracked on this episode. I want to keep going.
Yeah, we're on a roll here. We're knocking this out, boys.
The blog is going to act as a hub for all essential Darkmeyer information. So if you're ever curious, hop on to the old school RuneScape. Just click on the, where they have the Darkmeyer listed right now. It's like the top thing on the page.
Yeah, they have it pinned.
They have a bunch of different blogs. So it's sounding like it's going to be a really, really good release. They have a video for the release. I think that was the funniest shit ever.
That was pretty
cool. It looks like it's Swampletics doing it, I think.
Yeah, and that guy that makes all those animations, whoever that is.
Yeah, so...
But yes, it definitely looked good. And I'm excited for it because, as people know, I say this all the time, but questing is my favorite part of this game. So whenever they release a new quest, I'm all about it. And, back in the day, it's not, I don't do it anymore, but I used to make quest guides. That was like kind of how I got started on YouTube. They're all, of course, gone now, but that was what I started doing. And I had the quest cape on my main account, but then, well, actually, I still have my main account, but that's kind of one of the goals for me, is to get all these questing done. So I'm excited. Anytime they release a new quest, I'm all about it, especially one that I can do.
That's true. I mean, you can't do all the ones that you could on your main. So
Mostly, yeah,
having a
because of
quest-
the fighting. I'm scared of the death potential, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Can we talk about the low requirements of this quest? I feel like it's pretty low compared
You
to some of
know-
the recent content that they've come out with.
It is. They have been releasing a bunch of like really hard quests though lately, so maybe they're trying to give everybody else a chance, because I was thinking that too, but like Song of the Elves was like a master quest, Monkey Madness 2, Dragon Slayer 2, they were all like grandmasters, so maybe they're trying to give us a little bit of a break for maybe somebody else, because like A Taste of Hope quest, it didn't have a huge requirement either. It did have a pretty tough boss fight at the end of it though, so maybe that's kind of what they're going to do, is have some sort of combat.
They could. I feel like a whole new city should require quite a bit of work, you know what I mean?
They did add, I mean, Mauritania has or I guess not Mauritania, but this Darkmeyer place has the Theater of Blood, which is like, the second raid, so it's got some sort of fighting prowess, I guess.
I guess that's a good point. I mean, I just feel like if you were going to release a whole new city, it should be a little bit more work than what that is. That's pretty low.
To what it sounds like, it doesn't sound like it's gonna, resolve the quest line, so they're probably gonna have another one after this one, who knows when, and that's probably when they'll have the, you'll fight Dracula or something, I don't know.
If you kill Lord Dracan, he's kind of the end game boss there. So
for sure, I'm not sure if we're gonna see him though in this quest or not. I don't know. It kind of sounds
that's
like
true.
It sounds like he might get away. I don't know. This is all speculation, of course, but
I mean, they could just be building up, a whole nother extra of this quest line, but
exactly.
How many parts are the 5th installment, man? That's quite a few installments.
That's a lot, but they also did just wrap up the Elf quest line with Song of the Elves, and I mean, there's a ton of those in there. There's Morning's End 1 and 2, Roving Elves, Regicide. I mean, they can make these quest lines go on for light years.
Technically, Underground Pass.
Oh yeah, Underground Pass. Yeah, that's definitely one. So, I mean, who knows?
So I guess technically that does count.
And Plague City and Biohazard, that's all the Elf quest line. So, I mean,
that's true. So I guess that's a good point. It just seems like quite a bit of
yes, this is another one of the longer running ones. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with this in a month, or I guess less than a month, really.
I hope that it is a fantastic quest. I probably won't get to do it at first. I got so much stuff going on that.
What requirement are you missing besides the questing there?
I think it is just the fletching. I think that's it.
Oh, and that's a pretty easy skill to get up.
Yeah, that won't take no time, so that's no big deal.
Especially with the GE.
Mm-hmm. So, this is a good time to go ahead and segue into what I wanted to talk about.
Yes, I'm super interested to hear about this.
Yeah, I called you this morning and kind of talked about it a little bit, and that is that right now, currently, there are what I would call 3 major MMOs that I play.
For you, yeah.
For me. And so there's RuneScape, right?
Good one.
Who's releasing the Darkmeyer, expansion or, zone.
Yeah, the vampire-esque area.
The vampire-esque area. Then we have World of Warcraft. They're releasing their new one. It's going to be the Shadowlands, which is kind of taking place in a gothic area, kind of like RuneScape. It's kind of gothic, and at first I just kind of thought it was coincidental, and so I was just like, okay, hey, whatever. It's
yeah.
Pretty easy.
Sounds spooky.
I get it. Then I got to looking at it, and I'm playing ESO right now, right? And so I got to thinking, well, that's kind of odd. They're releasing Darkmeyer, and it's kind of dark and gothic at the same time. So I find it odd.
Wait, what's ESO's called?
Darkmeyer.
No, that's
Darkmeyer. Greymore, excuse me.
Okay, there. I was like, whoa, it's the same name and everything. I was like, that is crazy.
No, it ain't the same name, but it's Greymore.
Greymore.
And
okay.
So it's honestly kind of interesting to see how these different games are coming up with, and I'm putting quotations in here,
of course,
coming up with the same style of content. I found it kind of almost too coincidental.
It is a little suspicious.
It seems a little sus, you know what I mean? So
it's a little sus, sis.
It's a little sus, dude. A little sus. But it got me thinking.
Right?
Do you think some of these like major companies are kind of trying to stay on the same page to give everyone the same kind of content to not try and steal other people's like audience?
I don't know, man, because it does seem like it's a big coincidence, but it would almost kind of seem like it would be defeating the purpose to do it on purpose, because like, okay, well, unless it's like to give everyone an equal opportunity, like, okay, we're all releasing these spooky type areas, we'll let the fans decide which game they want to play it in,
Yeah, but at a time right now where games, I mean, especially MMOs, they're being judged hard. I mean, all games are being judged real hard right now.
Yeah.
Arguably, you could say that gamers are the pickiest they've ever been.
That's, yeah, especially with their time now, because,
So, like, it just makes you really wonder. I just personally wonder if there's some secret thing going on. I don't think there really would be.
Yeah.
It seems almost too coincidental. It just seems like a happy little accident.
It's an interesting theory, though. It's definitely something to think about.
Yeah, I found it kind of interesting. But if you're into dark gothic stuff, I mean, literally pick an MMO right now.
Yeah, you've got plenty of options.
You're probably gonna land on it.
What's the what do you know, like, any of the details about ESOs? Like what all is Greymore gonna have in it?
As of right now, I'm not entirely sure. It's a year-long expansion, right?
Oh, geez.
Because they release their expansions and then update it throughout the year, make it one big expansion.
Right.
So, as of right now, it's sounding like they're gonna release the entirety of Skyrim.
Ooh,
like
that'll be good.
So, because that's where all of that takes place, is in Skyrim. So we'll see what happens. As of right now, I think it's just going to be a probably just like a base area, kind of getting everyone introduced to it. You know what I mean?
Like a hub world almost.
Yeah, kind of take it easy on everybody at first, just to see what happens.
Then kind of slowly airdrop in content, sprinkle it around the universe.
That's kind of what I'm thinking is probably going to happen. But
That'd
we'll
be
see.
Cool.
It's looking like it's going to be real sick. I'm really into ESO right now. This game, all the changes they've made has really made me excited.
Right.
I'm really enjoying it. Ooh, except for right there where I get hit by a dungeon boss.
When is Greymore supposed to come out, do you know? Like, I'm interested to see if they come out at the same time.
To be honest, I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say mid this month. I think at the end of this month.
Oh, so that's pretty close to Darkmeyer, because Darkmeyer comes out like the beginning of June. Yeah,
but WoW comes out probably later in the year, so we'll see. I don't know how accurate or how close they're all going to be to each other.
Ooh,
but
71
like
magic.
you said, it'll be interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, like, who knows? Maybe the developers are close, and they're like, "Hey, let's all release our freaking vampire content at the same time, boys." And that's what gets me. Is it's like it's not even close to like Halloween or anything. It's like May.
Yeah, right.
So
that's true. The 25th is what chat's telling me. So
for World of Warcraft?
No, that's for ESO.
The 25th of May?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's super close.
So I'm actually playing one of the Greymore dungeons right now, or one of the pre-release, like pre-patch dungeons.
Oh, right.
So it's a ton of fun. I'm having a great time.
Well, dude, that's rad. But until then, I guess you're gonna have to just hold it off with, I don't know, if like freaking play some Deadman mode or something.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to get down on the Deadman? I already said that, and it came out wrong again last time. Dude, I'm
not trying to.
I've been kind of grinding it a little bit. I'm not going to get into it as much as I did with like the Twisted League, because one, there's no like in-game rewards specifically tailored to it, There's no like super loot. You just get like the satisfaction of killing a man. Which I want to make a video on that, because one, it's super easy to get to a higher level. So if you die, it's not as big of a deal. Yeah, you lose some experience, but I want to make a video on like PKing or trying to kill somebody. I don't know. But here's the thing. I don't know if you've been paying attention to my Twitters. I've been in the wrong world for like the past week. There's like a specific. there's a specific tournament world, and then there's just the regular Deadman world, and I've just been playing in the regular Deadman world. But people are still enjoying it, so that's cool. But the next one I make, I'm gonna have to start over, which is fine. All of my progress, which is like not much, took me like 10 minutes to get to, but it's fun, man. I've never participated in a Deadman tournament before. I don't know how many this is. I don't know how many they've done. I know they've done quite a few though.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun though. You can tell me?
I can't remember the last time they.
Oh, I know it's been a while since they've done one, but I know they've done quite a few. I think. But I'm having a good time. It's again PvP. We said this a zillion times on the show. PvP's never really been my big forte with RuneScape, but it's interesting, and it's freaking content. So I got a couple videos out of it, and I might do a couple more. Now, when the next Twisted League comes out, or the next league, whatever they're going to end up calling it, that's when I'm going to start losing sleep again. Hopefully they do it soon before I start working again. That'd be awesome. That'd be
I doubt it with Deadman being this soon.
I know, and that makes me kind of sad, but who knows? We'll see. So that's just kind of my... Have you been watching any streamers play Deadman at all?
I have, and that was another thing that I kind of wanted to get into. So something we didn't really touch in the last episode was, I know there's going to be a lot of RuneScape this episode, guys, but
it is a RuneScape podcast.
There was one big thing we didn't really discuss was the fact that it's a month-long Deadman tournament. They've never done that before.
I know, and see, I had no idea about that because this is the first one I had ever done. So yeah, you're right.
There's streamers who are already like max, max items and stuff like that. So it was just like, wait. What's the point of making it a month anymore? They were max like 3 days in. Yeah. So I don't see the point in them making it as, I guess, extensive this time. And I get why they're doing it. They're trying to change it up, make it a little bit less, clanman mode. I get it. And that's what they think will do that. But I don't think that that's going to solve the problem. If anything, I think it's going to make it a bigger problem.
And also, I don't know if this is true or not. This is kind of just me spitballing, but I think, because I don't think they were planning on doing a Deadman, but I think with everyone being, stuck at home with the charity stuff they have going on, I think they kind of just threw this together for like a month long of, reasons to stay inside, basically, is how I kind of feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, that could be. And if that's the case, I mean, that's super cool. I would approve. I think that's a good way to get people to stay at home. I think it's a good way to get people to play the game. And people really did miss Deadman mode. I'm not one of those people.
Yes, there were definitely people that were raging, especially during the last league, clamoring for, why is this not Deadman mode? Why is this freaking not? And I'm just like, come on, bro. You've had like 15 Deadman modes.
I guess my biggest problem with it, right, isn't the fact that it's not Deadman mode. My biggest problem with it is the fact that I get so sick and tired of watching all the way to the end and then something catastrophic happening and then people getting kicked out for no reason or something wrong happening. The game glitches or some shit like that.
Like in the last final minutes when the gas is coming in?
Yeah, that or in the final 1v1s or just anything. You just see problems all the time and it's just... They can't seem to fix it.
That's one of the things I don't like about it. You grind this whole month. Let's say you spend countless hours grinding, getting the gear. Now, granted, it is a 15 times experience rate, but still, you put lots of hours into it, even to just get loot. And then it comes down to the last 5, and then Jagex just gasses your ass anyway. And it's like you don't win anything. It's just it's just I understand it's just like a podcast or not a podcast, a PKer's dream basically. You get out there and you can kill anybody whenever you want, but it's like you don't. I don't know. You just don't win anything unless you get first or second or third.
It just doesn't feel like you achieved anything over the last month. Is basically what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
People are gonna compete real hard, and then it just doesn't feel like it's a good way to. I don't know. It feels like a bad game type almost, but I mean, you work with what you got, and as of right now, there's no real other way to do it.
Right.
And so I respect them for continuing and trying, and
I know a lot of people love it. I mean, I know it's a popular thing, and like I said, people will go sleepless nights without it, and then when you go into their Twitch stream and tell them they need sleep, you'll get banned.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us about that? What happened there, buddy?
I don't want to call anybody out, but actually, I guess I did. I told him I could beat him up in my video, but Mr. Alphys, I was just I don't follow him on Twitch or anything, and I don't really, I have nothing against the guy, but I watch him every once in a while because he's a pretty popular Twitch streamer for RuneScape, so I check it on him every once in a while, and my man, he had like the biggest dark circles under his eyes, and I know this guy is known for not really sleeping much because he's always getting the gains, and more power to him, but I was just, being respectful and looking out for my fellow content creator, and I was like, yo, my guy, you look like you need some sleep, dog, and he shadow bans me from his freaking Twitch channel.
That's funny. I think that's hilarious.
And I could still watch his reaction because he only banned me from chat. But all I said was, dude, you look like you need some sleep. And he's like, he throws his hands up in the air. He's like, I'm so tired of people telling me I need sleep. Ban. He's like, sorry, not sorry. I'm like, okay, bro. And then that was the end of my relationship with Sir Alphys III.
I mean, it's no secret I'm not a big fan of Alfie, but not because he's a bad guy or anything, just simply because I don't find his streams entertaining. For the longest time, I watched him when he was really young, and he's just an obnoxious kid.
Right.
And I couldn't deal with it. I'm sure he's different now, but it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth.
And I just want to say, this is not me just hating on him because, he's popular, he's got more viewers than me. Because, okay, I don't mind Bodhi. I think Bodhi's at least entertaining. Alfie, I just can't stand the kid.
I mean, I don't watch Bodhi.
Well, I don't watch him either, but I at least can respect his, he's one of the more popular streamers in Twitch, I would say, almost.
Yeah, I mean, he is pretty popular.
During the Deadman mode, he's reaching 15K almost viewers.
That's quite a few, yeah. I mean, then you got people like Summit and Lyric who are just hitting 20K every day.
Every day, yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. I do think he is entertaining sometimes. It just depends on the content that he's, streaming at the time.
I will say it is nice to see RuneScape pulling those numbers, though, because you would think, this game wouldn't really be that popular. And I understand it's, it's a special occasion because of the Deadman tournament, but still, it is nice to see that this game still gets some viewership.
Yeah, that's true. Viewership was always a big issue with me. Not why I don't stream it. I'm not worried about that. Just I was always afraid that RuneScape would never get any traction once they restarted it.
Right.
But that was wrong, actually. So.
Well, I mean, even on YouTube, it gets pretty decent hits. I always go back to a friend or Dovidas. He has 300, almost 400,000 subscribers, but every RuneScape video he puts out gets 200,000 every time, and that's pretty normally, even for gaming videos alone, you're lucky if you get half of your subscriber count in views, basically. I think that's kind of how the algorithm works. But, and also, I mean, I get that a friend is kind of a meme lord, but still, just to see that it gets that much recognition, I'm down for. Gives me hope, I guess, for the future.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good point. I'm pretty happy that the view count's still there. A lot of people thought that this game was going to die shortly after it, started back up again, that it was just a fad, and here we are, several years later, still playing, still having a good time. I'm not right now, but I mean, I still go back to it, and I'm glad that I have that as an option.
Yeah. And, I think that's a big part of it is that, Jagex cares so much about it and their community. They're updating the game all the time. They're keeping it fresh. If they didn't update it, I don't think it would have as much traction as it does. If they kept it the same old 07-scape and didn't change anything, I don't think people would be as into it.
I think you're 100% correct on that. Hit the nail on the head. I think if they kept it the exact same, that there would never be any new or if there's never any new content, people would just eventually just move on. Yeah. And you would just witness a dying game before your eyes, and that would be sad.
It would be, yeah. Because I mean, people, we looked at these stats one of these episodes, but I think RuneScape 3, or the live game, I guess people call it, is actually getting more players than old school at most of the time. So people are still playing even the newer version of RuneScape, which I've said this a billion times, but I always kind of want to get back into it just to try it out. But every time I log into that game, it just blows my mind apart.
Who's playing that game?
Dude,
no one's streaming it. Who's playing it?
I know, right? Nobody like shows any content about it. They're just freaking playing it.
They're all in the UK, man. That's
Yeah.
it. That's got to be it.
That's probably true.
Like, we're just on opposite time zones, and we're just not seeing them stream. That's got to be it, right?
It's just all of the Jagex mods that play it.
That's it. That has to be it, bro. Because, like, you never see them.
I know. I don't know, man.
But, yeah. I just kind of wanted to touch on Deadman this time around. We kind of mentioned it, but we didn't really touch on it. And I kind of wanted to mention that it was a month long. I feel like that's a bit excessive.
It does seem that, yeah, not because like what they normally last like what a week.
A week, yeah, and then they go down to the finals.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe it'll be a really good tournament this time around. No one will complain or bitch. Everything will go perfect. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. As long as Rot doesn't win, I think everyone will be happy.
Oh, geez, that's a name I see a lot. I don't know who that is, but I see that all the time. It's like a clan.
It is a clan. It is indeed a clan.
Okay. That's
so as long as they don't win, I think most people will be pretty happy. Let's see. So you told me to totally look this up, and I totally didn't.
Oh, right. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. Elon Musk and the name of his like child.
Look it up really quickly, because I don't remember what it is exactly.
I'm actually in the middle of a boss fight, so
Dang it!
I can't.
I'm fighting a blue dragon. Okay, hold on. I'll Google.
I remember you mentioning it. Oh my god, I just got melted. Well, I have time to look it up now.
Okay, it's the first search result.
It's Elon Musk baby name. So Elon Musk has named his baby something fantastic.
It's not even a name.
I just got fucking revived. So hang on.
Okay,
It is. Yeah, go ahead. Take it from here, because this boss fight's a little.
Here's what it is. It is XAE with like an accent over it. A dash. There's a dash in his name. 1 2.
It's just so good, bro.
It's like named after like his like the way he put it was like it's named after my private jet company that I'm investing in right now because it's what makes me gives me life or something like that. And like people are like, yo, this is literally illegal. You can't put dashes like the dash mark in people's names. It's just like against like California regulations. But
it's against California. I don't think it is. I don't think they can make that against California regulations.
Oh, here we go. How to pronounce it. That's what I freaking want to know is how to pronounce this thing. Because it's like got like weird spaces in it. Major topic of conversation. Real name. Previously known that AE is the Elven spelling of AI. Okay, which is shorthand for artificial intelligence. It's just X, the letter X, and AI. So it's XAI. XAIA12. That's his name.
What did you do to this poor child, Eli?
Dude,
or Elon?
I know.
Me.
Oh, I mean, he's got enough money to just like pay off the bullies, I guess. But still,
I mean, yeah, he could, but like, bro,
like
that's a serious problem.
I'm just picturing roll call, like, okay, Josh Williams, check. Montgomery, Tony, check. I don't know, I'm drunk, dude. XAIAX-12. Roll call, hello, are you here? And he's just like hiding his head in his shirt, like.
If you make me say this shit again, you're going to the office.
you're fired from school, bro.
I couldn't imagine, man. How do you name someone that? I don't.
That you love. You're supposed to love this person.
I do love Elon. Elon is a god.
I don't get it, man. But I guess that's what happens when you're like he's been kind of going off on Twitter lately. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter or not, but like he's been posting some pretty some strange things. So I don't know if I just teleported the Ardoon farm. I think he
don't question Elon, all right? He'll do what he damn well pleases.
Clearly.
He's a goddamn gem. He is a delight.
He's something all right, dude. He is something all right.
He's a delight.
All right, well, while we're on the topic of crazy things that blow my mind apart, you want to talk about some Cyberpunk real quick?
Cyberpunk 2077. Let's hit it.
Dude, I don't remember when this game is supposed to come out, but I hope it's soon because it looks really good.
Keanu Reeves, bro.
Yeah, speaking of Keanu Reeves, you want to see his junk?
You mean to tell me I could look at his junk in game?
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that the game has been officially rated as M, and you want to know the top reason why?
Of course I do. Don't blue ball me like that.
I'll do something to your balls, and I'll adjust them with a slider, because Cyberpunk has a cock and balls slider for your character creation.
Yo, you mean to tell me I can finally alter the size of my dick just like in Conan Exiles?
Yeah, dude, and apparently, I mean, I don't know why it's gonna matter because it's like a first-person game, I think, so you're not gonna be able to see it. I don't think.
Bro, you could look, but you can make it big enough to look right down and just look at your massive horse cock.
That's because that's the thing is no one's gonna make it small. No one's gonna make them have it small.
I mean, no, dude, I'm gonna make it small. I'm gonna have like a real tiny micro penis.
Like I wonder, I'm just imagining like what if it affects like dialogue choices, like romances, like in Mass Effect. I wonder if
I hope it does, because like I hope if there's a dialogue that lets me walk up to people and say it may be small but it works like a sewing machine, then I'm gonna love that game. Game of the year easily.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to think of like certain situations where like you could have romanced this character. It's like the most beautiful storyline. The subplots are beautiful. You grow up to have beautiful children, but if you have like a small Peter, then she's like, ew, gross, get away from me, and you just ruin the whole quest line.
Yeah, if you could not come near me, that'd be great.
I'm gonna wait for the next hero.
Yeah, next protagonist, please.
I don't know. That game's gonna be crazy. Do you have any intention on actually playing that game?
That may be one of them I break my rule for.
Oh, right. Your no story single player rule.
Yeah, because I can just watch the game, bro.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm definitely gonna play it probably whenever I can find the time, because I don't think it comes out till later this year though. Like I want to say September, but that may be way off. I'd have to.
Really?
I feel like it's late, but I don't know for sure. Like I said, I'd have to look. I think it got delayed. I think it was supposed to come out by now, but it ended up getting delayed. So
I actually don't know.
I'm trying to switch worlds here, and people keep stealing my spot, so that's why I'm kind of all over the place here. I
keep getting wrecked in this game.
Dude, maybe you should get good. I thought you were good at this game.
I'm pretty good, but this is a dungeon I've never ran before, so I don't know the mechanics.
And you're drunk, so.
That's just an excuse.
You should be better because of that.
Nah, it's just an excuse.
Okay, so
you're right,
I guess while we're on the topic of video games and micro penises, we'll talk about.
We'll move on to Tony Hawk.
What? Oh, poor Tony Hawk. Does he have a micro peen?
I don't know. I doubt it.
I always feel bad for him because he's going through like a midlife crisis. I don't know if you see like his tweets, but people will like recognize him and be like, "Yo, you look like that old skater dude, Tony Hawk." He's like, "Yeah, I am Tony Hawk." He's like, "Oh," and then they don't ever ask him for his autograph. It's a real funny story.
Oh, that's terrible.
But yeah,
Tony,
dude.
let me get your autograph. I'll take it, bro.
Do not take Tony Hawk's autograph. I used to play Tony Hawk's Underground. I think the first one. That was the only Tony Hawk game I ever really played was Underground 1, and it was so much fun. I had it on the GameCube, I think. Did you ever play any of those Tony Hawk games?
No. I was not a big fan of skateboarding games at all.
Yeah, I never was really either, but back when I was, young and I didn't have control over what games I owned, for whatever reason, I had that one. I don't know if my mom just bought it for me from Blockbuster one day or something, but I played it all the time. Yeah, Blockbuster, that's another relic of the past, right?
I mean, I know Tony Hawk Underground was a big one.
It was really good, and especially because at the end of the game, it's really funny. I think you have to beat the game once. This is going off on a wild tangent, but just hear me out here. Once you beat the game, you have like the regular story, like the final villain, which is like your best friend. He's like a rogue piece of garbage. You skate him for like this epic like tape at the end of the game. It's like, okay, one more time around the village for a skate trip. He's like, yeah, let's go. You beat him and you like win. The credits roll. And if you play the game again, like a new game plus essentially, at the end of the game, he's just like, okay, bro, let's go. One last trick around the neighborhood, and you just sock him in the face, and the game just ends credits there. It's so awesome, dude.
What the fuck?
It's like just a completely different ending. It's so funny. This sounds crazy, but if you look this up, I promise it's real. I'm not just making it up. But yeah, so that whole thing was going off of there's a new Tony Hawk game supposedly coming out soon.
That game sounds absolutely terrible.
Dude, the last one, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, which was sponsored by Lil Wayne, it was terrible.
It was well, that's why it was sponsored by Lil Wayne.
Like
Have you
it was
heard his,
well,
like
it was like one
last
of the
several albums?
worst received games like of all time. Well, I don't know if it was sponsored by him, but he was in the commercial for it. So I guess it's not necessarily the same thing, but so
I mean,
that'll
we're
be
gonna say it's the same thing.
that'll be
but,
interesting.
like,
Because people keep wanting Skate 4. I've never played any of the Skate games either, but apparently they're really
I
good.
didn't either.
But that's what everyone always clamors for. It's like, do we want Skate 4, not another Tony Hawk? Which, by the way, how is it that it's been this long and Tony Hawk is still, like, the main name of skateboarding? How has there not been another, like, legendary skater? Does no one just skateboard anymore?
I don't think anyone skateboards anymore. I keep dying to the same boss, and I'm, like, trying to figure out its mechanics, but,
It's probably too hard to do while you're trying to be entertaining. You might have to try to practice it first or something.
I know the mechanics, but I'm like, I'm not paying attention to the boss, so I just keep dying.
This is a train wreck, bro.
This
This is off the rails because I nearly died at the beginning of this podcast because I didn't have my Dragonfire shield and I got smacked like a 40 by the Dragon's Fire. It's so funny.
That would have been so sad.
We were just talking about how I've been doing so good and I've been alive for so long.
Yeah, that would have been so sad.
I know.
I would have laughed just the same.
Would have made for good content, but I wouldn't have laughed about it for a while.
That would have been the saddest content. Why is Bald Mob crying on a podcast? He lost his hardcore.
That'd be the name of the episode. Watch a bald man cry live on camera.
And then you'd lose all your other content too.
I'd have to just start over, man. I don't know if I could start over with a hardcore Iron Man. I'd probably just have to go back to my main account or something. Well, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I guess I could just keep playing on this as an Iron Man because people would probably be more interested to see Iron Man content than just regular, like, main content, probably. Because this account is essentially better than my main at this point.
Is it really?
Pretty close. I mean, my total level on my main account, I don't remember my exact stats, but my main account's total level was like 1750 something because I had just gotten into those worlds. And I mean, I'm at 1601 right now on this account.
Oh, shit.
I know I have a lot of skills that are better than my main account, but I obviously have more skills on my main account that are better than this. Like, I have 390s on here almost. My combat is basically what's the lowest here, and my Slayer. Like, that's what's mainly holding me back here. But, oh, and my smithing is really low too, but...
Bro, knowing me, you're not allowed to have low Slayer. You get that shit up, bro.
I know, dude. That's what I need to do next. I was gonna do that now, but especially because I want to freaking be able to finally put my Twisted Horns in my Slayer helmet, I need to get those Slayer points. So I've been trying to do some Turiel Slayer, but that's...
Yeah, you need to get that shit done.
It goes over... I needed something that was long and arduous that I could kind of turn my brain off while I did this.
That's what she said.
Long and arduous? Well, you want him to be, like, annoyed at your dick? Like, oh, this is so... I'm over it, man.
Yeah, I'm over it. Can we move on, please?
Okay, we'll move on from Tony Cock. Batman. You remember those Batman games? Arkham. Dude.
Of course I do. Batman's my favorite.
Dude, Batman's your favorite superhero, huh?
Yeah.
Really? That's kind of
basic as fuck. I know.
Basic, but yeah, I mean that's fine. Spider-Man is probably my favorite, so that's just as basic.
Sure. Yo, you need to look up a video called Japanese Spider-Man. I'll send it to you after the podcast.
Okay, it sounds really racist.
I just had actually a viewer of mine. I was in their stream actually, and they mentioned it, and I had to look it up, and it was so great.
But there's apparently been a leak for. They've been talking about this one for a while. Like every once in a while, there'll just be they'll hint at another Arkham game because they did like the four. They did Arkham Asylum, City, Origins, and Arkham Knight, and then they did the Telltale games. But I always have a funny story that I think back to with Arkham Asylum, and you'll probably remember this soon because it involves you. But I remember when that game came out, and me and you took a trip down to Walmart, and you bought the special edition of it for however much money it was.
Oh yeah, I did.
And I was like, yo, this is sick, because it came with like a freaking Batarang. We went down to your, at the time you lived with your dad, obviously you don't anymore. We went down into your basement and we freaking just played Arkham Asylum all night. And I freaking played with that Batarang so much. It was such a good time, and we were talking about this before, because we said, games don't have like good collectibles anymore in their special editions, and we can save that for another time if we want. But I just always think about that story because whatever reason, I just remember that so clearly for whatever reason.
I think you ended up with that Batarang, didn't you?
Maybe? I don't know. I'd have to look through my closet of all my goodies, but I might.
I think I ended up giving it to you.
But that was just such a good time, and because I remember, because at the time we were like, let's just say it costs $100. I don't remember how much it cost, but I was like, on the way there, I was like, dude, you know what you do with $100? I was like, you could buy, just imagine how much Taco Bell you could buy with $100, and you're like, you know what? I bet you could buy probably infinite. And I'm like, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I remember that because like we were hungry. And
Yeah.
we were debating what we were gonna eat that night, and I think we still ended up getting Taco Bell.
I don't know why I have that day is just so vivid in my memory. I don't know if it's just because I was just so nostalgic for that for whatever reason. But anyway, that was another freaking tangent. But yeah, those games are good. I've played them all. They're if they continue it, they're supposedly maybe rebooting it, and this was the quotation on this side. It's like it's possibly a reboot where you play as the whole Bat family. So I don't know. Does Batman have a family? Not parents.
Oh wow, man!
So I know there's like I think there's Batgirl maybe. I don't know if that's like a apprentice or like a sister. I don't know, but
You got Batgirl, you got Robin.
Oh
you got
yeah,
Alfred, bro.
Dude, if you could play as freaking Alfred, I would buy that game instantly. That would be so rad to play as freaking a Batman's butler.
Absolutely, I would absolutely love it. 10 out of 10 immediately. Don't even need to buy the game. It's just over and done with.
Oh, dude, that'd be so hype, man. Oh, man. Okay, so let's see here.
While you're here.
That was a good time to bring us back. Welcome back, boys and girls. Sorry, I had to go pee. Oh, man. So this has been a great episode, dude.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just dropped my dick on the table.
All 72 inches. Wait, that's big. I was trying to make it small.
Holy fuck.
Gosh.
That's like God-like tiers.
It's like One Punch Man. I don't know why.
I don't even think I'd be married. I think my wife would leave me.
you would definitely be murdering people.
Like legit. That's terrifying. Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
That's like 6 feet. I don't know what. I was trying to make it like small, but for whatever reason, I just have the irresistible urge to give you a giant donger.
Chat says that's a killer dick, and I meant that literally. You would die.
Okay, so why don't you tell me really quickly what you've been up to on your streams as of late? Because you've been killing stuff lately, dude, with consistency and...
I've been just streaming ESO, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, really just whatever I'm into at the time or whatever I feel like playing. I'm not trying to stay into a certain category for too long.
Trying to live that variety life.
Yeah, I feel if I play the same thing for too long, I'm going to get bored. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, I definitely am a variety at the moment. But I'm looking for a main game. ESO may become that main game once I get up to in-game content. I would like it to.
I'd be all about that, dude. I love watching you play that game. Just because I want to play. I want to play it, but I don't have the time, so I live vicariously through you watching your streams.
I think a lot of people would like to watch me play it and just live vicariously through me. The problem with that is like I have some friends who play it, but not a whole lot.
Right.
So it becomes like I'm playing by myself most of the time, and I mean that's fun and all, but
do you not just play with like random people that are online, or? I
mean, I am right now. It's just playing like on PS4. I had a bunch of friends and everything like that, and now I feel like I'm just growing again.
So like
restarting everything.
With everything, it's more fun with more people that you know, just like everything else.
Basically, yeah. Like if you play with people, then you're having much more fun.
That makes sense.
So you know, I really would like to get into ESO a lot harder. I'm trying to play it casually right now, kind of ease myself back into it. With Greymore coming back, who knows? I may just ignore every other game ever.
Yeah. And that, well, I mean, especially because like I feel like you're one of the few people that like really know what they're doing in that game. You've had like hours upon hours of experience, so you know the ins and outs. So people come to you because you put on a good show, basically, I guess.
Well, you say that. I mean, there's a ton of good streamers out now who are just content creators in general for this game.
Oh, really?
I mentioned some to you the other day, like earlier today, was the Lore Seekers podcast. They stream on Twitch and everything like that, and they're great to watch. They're a lot of fun. They're entertaining. Just overall, I mean, that's only like one group of guys, you know? They remind me a lot of us. And they provide real high quality ESO content, and I can't say enough good things about them, honestly. I aspire to be our podcast. I aspire our podcast to be what their podcast is. And
do they release like an episode like every week like we do, or?
Yeah, every week. But ESO does a lot better job of keeping up to date with stuff and like talking to their community.
Like with like
So
updates and stuff, or like content updates, or just like in general?
yeah, just content updates in general.
Well, that's cool.
So but yeah,
do you still play like Escape from Tarkov or anything?
I'm waiting for the season reset, but as soon as that reset happens, you can bet that I'll be on it.
Would you say that's like your favorite FPS as of right now, over like Warzone and like Rainbow and all that?
I would say that it's an RPG style game. I don't want to give it just the genre of FPS because it's not necessarily just that.
Okay.
But it is a very fun game. I won't give it my favorite. I won't say that by no means. But I will say that it is a lot of fun. If you haven't played it, you should definitely try it.
It looks very overwhelming to me.
It is challenging. It is difficult to do, but once you get into it, it is a great time. You will have fun. I promise you that.
Whenever I watch you play it, I mean, it looks like a good time, but it always looks super stressful. Because it's always you calling out to your teammates to shut the hell up.
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah. It's because my teammates don't know when to shut the hell up. But that's because I play with people who are just like me and talk whenever they have something to say.
Oh, right.
Which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad quality. I love all my friends.
For
except
sure.
for Dimmy.
Ooh, shots fired.
Fuck you, Dimmy. That's not true. If anything, I love him the most. I've known Dimmy for so long at this point. Like, we're talking years upon years.
Why don't you kiss him?
I would.
Oh, okay.
I may have. I don't know.
I don't remember. Well, that's cool, dude.
I don't remember.
I just know you've
But
been killing it lately, man, and I'm super happy for you.
Yeah, stream's been doing really well. We've been really getting up there in viewer counts and everything like that, having a good time. Everyone's been coming to the stream, being really active, having a lot of fun.
You got those super cute
making me
slides.
Yeah, making me do push-ups. Got super cute like animations and stuff like that. It's been a good time.
Yeah,
if you haven't came and checked me out, please do. I would love to have you. It's a lot of fun.
Where
My
can
community is
they-
really welcoming.
Where can they find you at?
They can find me at twitch.tv/necrocircus. That's necrocircus with a 0. And like I said, please come join me in my Discord and my Twitch. Just have a good time with us.
Make sure you do, because you're gonna not want to miss when me and him box.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to see that.
It's gonna be a good time. We do have a little funny, not funny, but like a fun little co-op-ish video coming out sometime in the future of us kind of just doing some. What would you say? Kind of like just like an all-in-fun competition, kind of.
Yeah, and we're waiting on your guys' input, and this is including my stream also. Like, we want input as to what we could do, or as to what the challenge could be.
And for like losses, well, we know your loss condition, but
yeah, my loss condition is I gotta join the Bald Boys.
right. But we need one for me.
Yeah, but we need one for you, so we need to know what the challenges could be. It could be video game related.
Could be physical.
And it could be physical. We could do workout stuff. Because I wouldn't mind showing him up in his own dojo.
Oh man, you're waking the dragon, brother.
Did you name the dragon your penis?
How'd you know?
I just kind of assumed. But yeah, no, it'll be a good time for everybody involved. I think everyone would get a kick out of it, especially if my chat got to see me go bald.
Oh, dude, it would be content.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my chat would freak the fuck out. I don't think I've ever been bald.
You had it buzzed, I think, maybe.
It's been buzzed. It's never been bald. I think I may just buzz it again, but I don't know. We'll see. I may just go the whole 190.
Who knows, dude? It might look good on you. You never know.
Is that the saying? 190? I don't think that's the saying.
What? No,
Whatever.
it's 180.
Nah, we're going 190. We're going that extra 10.
You're drunk.
Shut up. You're drunk.
I know. So this has been a crazy podcast, boys and girls. I hope you guys had fun, though. I know I sure did, because I almost died in the beginning of this episode.
Right at the beginning. God, you suck.
Dude, that was so scary. I didn't bring my dragon shield because I was like, they're not going to hit me. Why would they hit me? Oh, because they're level 111 and they don't care what level I am. They're still going to breathe fire on me. Idiot,
They could care
dude.
less.
I'm such an idiot. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're gonna wrap this episode up. Necro already plugged his stuff, so I'm gonna plug my stuff real quick. But you're already here watching this episode, so you probably have an idea of what I have to bring to the table. But I've been doing a lot of Deadman stuff lately. I've been trying to do what I can in that. I've said this a few times, but I'm not gonna go super hard in the Deadman. Don't take that out of context.
That's what you said.
But I am going to put probably out at least a couple more. I want to do at least one more progress video in the actual tournament world. Sorry about that. And I also want to do like an episode where I just run around basically just risking it for all the biscuits, just murdering whoever I see fit and just kind of taking it from there. The support of the last episode of the podcast was crazy, guys, so thank you so much for that. Hopefully this one lived up to expectations. Oh, I just got a hard clue scroll.
Shit.
What a way to go out. I didn't even know that they could drop that. But
yeah, they sure can.
They sure can. I got a progress episode coming out tomorrow. This has been out for a while by the time you see this, but you know, just in case you're somehow seeing this from the future. And Super Mario Sunshine's been going great, guys. The support on that has been crazy. I know it's not RuneScape, but people are still watching, and that makes me so happy because that's my favorite game ever. So just to see that people are still having a good time with that makes me all warm and fuzzy on the inside. So that's pretty. That's rude. Well, boys and girls, we're gonna wrap this up. I think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And go check out Necro. Check out his Twitch. He's so funny, dude, and he's handsome at the same time, which is like a triple threat.
Right.
So
jawline though.
He does that. Does he? Do you have a good jawline?
It's the jawline, bro.
I didn't even notice. Oh my gosh, I'm so lost in your eyes.
Eyes are good too.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe out there, though. Most importantly, you know, we're at the end. I think we're in the end game of this whole outbreak. Would you say?
No, we're not. I think everyone's just making it sound like that because we don't have no political official has a choice. They have to open shit up, otherwise they're gonna get riots.
That's fair. Well,
basically, what I'm telling you is America is retarded.
Well, I was trying to bring a single shred of good news at the end of this, but never mind, I guess.
Nope, kill it. Kill it with fire.
Well, then hit them with the wash. What do they need to do?
Wash their goddamn hands, you filthy fucking animals.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Boys and girls, stay safe out there, because it looks like I guess we're not over yet. See you guys next week, though, for more RuneScape-related news. Bye!
Bye-bye!